Good afternoon, grade 12s. I'm Mrs. Vessels, and today I'm going to do the adjustments on rent, income, rent expense, insurance, all that adjustments that increase or decrease during the year. And then after that, I'm also going to do one difficult adjustment on, or more challenging adjustment on loans. And then I will show you what to do there. Okay, what I'm going to start with, I made 4 examples, and then I also made 4 activities on that examples. The first one is example A, where I've got Alma Traders Limited, and the counting period is the 1st of March 2015 until the 28th of February 2016. For me, it's very, very important to write that down, because otherwise I don't know where I am, and you know, all of you know that for adjustments, it's very important to have your accounting period. Okay, so for example A, there was an increase in the rent expense amount per month. The amount of the increase was mentioned. I've got in the pre-adjustment trial balance, rent expense as 31,700, and the adjustment was rent was only paid until the 31st of January 2016. Takes into account that the rent has increased with 300 Rand per month as from the 1st of November. So the whole explanation is typed, but I'm going to do it for you, and I just want you to concentrate. The first thing that is very, very important is for us to see that we only paid until the 31st of January. And the fact that we only paid until the 31st of January 2016 show us that we only paid for 11 months, and we had to add 1 month as accrued expenses. Okay. There was an increase from the 1st of November 2015. So what I asked there is, you need the following information. You need the accounting period. We've got the accounting period. The total amount that was paid was 31,700. Let me just write it there. How many months were paid for? 11, we already said that. When was the decrease? Increase, sorry, there was an increase. There was an increase on the 1st of November. Just want to save that. And don't worry. And that the increase was on the 1st of November, we already said that. And with what amount did the rent increase? 300 Rand per month. Now I ask you, how many months after the increase? So we talk about November until the 31st of January. So that was November, December, and January. So that was 3 months. So if we go to the next page, we will see that we must subtract the 300 Rand for 3 months from that, so that we can divide it by 11, and then we must add back that 1 month. So the first thing that you do, you say 300 Rand times 3 gives you 900 Rand. Then you minus the 900 there, because remember, we want to divide it by 11. You cannot divide something by 11 if it's not equal. So we take away the 3 months times 300 Rand. That gives you 3,800 Rand. 30,800. Then you divided it by 11. The moment that you divided that by 11, that gives you 2,800 Rand per month before the increase. That was before the increase. So now we only need 1 month. Remember, 1 month for accrued. So we take the 2,800, we add the 300 Rand. That gives you 3,100 Rand per month only for November, December, January, and the February that we must add as accrued. So you can see there that I first subtract the 3 months times 300 Rand, then we divided it by 11, then we add the 300 back, because the month that we must add was after the increase. The month that we must add was after the increase. So in your income statement, it will be 31,700 plus the 3,100. That is the 1 month. And in your note number 9, it will be accrued expenses, only the 3,100. Only the 3,100. Okay, there's the activity that I want us to do. So I want you to please just concentrate, and I'm going to do this activity with you. Okay, now we've got Gauteng Traders or Gauteng Limited, and we've got a whole new accounting period that was the 1st of July 2014 until the 30th of June 2015. I always say that that is the first thing that you write on top is your accounting period. The insurance amount is 91,800. Remember that we need that. It was paid until the 31st of August 2015. So that gives you July and August. So that tells you that we paid for 14 months. And if we pay for 14 months, it means that we must minus 2 months as prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses. Okay. So the increase was 450 Rand per month from the 1st of January. So the increase was January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so what are we going to do? We take away the increase for 8 months, then we can divide it by 14, and then we add the 450 back again, and then we are going to minus 2 months. So the first thing that you do, you take the 450 and you times it by 8. And 450 times 8 gives us 3,600 Rand, 3,600 Rand. That you subtract from the 91,800, because otherwise we cannot divide. So 91,800 minus 3,600, and that gives us 88,200. The 88,200 you divide it by 14. That gives you the amount per month before that increase. That gives you 6,300. Then you plus the 450 again. So we add the 450, that gives us 6,750, 6,750, and then you times it by 2. Remember that we must take away 2 months as prepaid expenses. So that gives you times 2, and that gives you 13,500, 13,500. Okay. In your income statement, your insurance is going to be 91,800 minus 13,500. Remember, we must only show the insurance for 12 months. We paid for 14 months. We take away the 2 months, and that gives you 91,800 minus 13. That gives you 78,300 Rand. In your balance sheet, we go to note number 5. Note number 5, and there you will show prepaid expenses, and that was the 13,500 Rand. That was the 13,500 Rand. So there's your activity, all the calculations there. Remember 14, if it's 14 months, then 2 months was prepaid. Then I first subtract the 8 months, then I divide it by 14, then I add back, and I times it by 2, and there is your income statement and your balance sheet. Okay, that is the easy, or the one that they ask most of the time. That is the one that they ask most of the time. But now I'm going to show you what happened if the amount per month decrease. And that is the one that sometimes is a little bit complicated. Okay. There was a decrease in the insurance amount per month, and the amount of the decrease was mentioned. Okay, there's our activity, or our example is there. We are back at Alma Traders, so we are back in the 1st of March 2015 until 28 February 2016. Okay. We've got insurance there, 28,320, and the adjustment said insurance premiums were paid until the 31st of December. If we do that 31st of December 2015, you will see that you can immediately see that we only paid for March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and January and February was not paid yet. So that was paid for 10 months. And if it's only paid for 10 months, we must add 2 months as accrued expenses. So even before I start with all the calculations, I already worked that out for myself. The premium decreased. The premium decreased by 560 per month. Now it's a total other story, because now we must take that 560 and we must ask ourselves for how many months? October, November, and December. Only 3 months. Only 3 months. So now you take the 560 and you times it by 3. That gives you 560 times 3. That gives you 1680 equals to 1680. Because it decreased, we must add it back. If you look on top of my workings, there's step 1. Add the decrease for the 3 months. So you take the 28320 and we plus the 1680. Why did we plus it? Because otherwise we cannot divide it. Now you can divide it by 10. That gives you 3,000 Rand per month. 3,000 Rand per month. Then you minus the 560, remember? It said there, subtract the 560 from the amount per month, because the 2 months that we must add was after the decrease. So you minus the 560, that gives you 2440. Then you times it by 2, remember 2 months was accrued, that gives you 4880, and those are the 2 months that you are going to add to your insurance. So if you look at the answer there, you add the 4880 to your insurance, because that is the 2 months that we still must add, and that is accrued expenses in note number 9. Accrued expenses in note number 9. There's our activity. Please work with me. Okay, now we are in Gauteng Limited again. So we are going to work with the 1st of July 2014 until the 30th of June 2015. Okay, there's our accounting period. The insurance amount is 52750. The adjustment said that it was paid until the 30th of April 2015, 30th of April. So that means that May and June is not paid yet. Can you see April? Then May and June is not paid yet. So it's times 2 months that we are going to add as accrued expenses. Accrued expenses there. Okay. The decrease was 375 for how many months? November, December, January, February, March, and April. Remember, from the day that the decrease started until the 30th of April. So you basically work with this date. There is the starting date when it starts decreasing, and there is the other date. So it is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 375 times 6. 375 times 6 gives us 2250. Remember, there's a decrease, and because of the decrease, we are going to add 52750 plus 2250. Why did we add? So that we can divide by 10. We cannot divide it by 10. Then remember, it was 10 months. You cannot divide it by 10 if you didn't add the decrease. So that gives you plus 52750. That gives you 55,000 Rand. Minus divided by 10. There you go. That gives you 5,500 Rand per month. You are looking for the amount per month. Then you say minus the decrease of 375, and 5,500 minus 375 gives you 5,125. That equals to 5,125 times 2. Why did we say times 2? Because there was 2 months accrued expenses. 10250. So in your income statement, your insurance will be 52750. We add 2 months, 10250. And in your balance sheet, it will be in note number 9, accrued expenses. And the accrued expenses is 10250. 10250 for accrued expenses. There is activity number 2. The same story. You've got the counting period, the total amount, the time 10 times 10 months. The moment that you know the times 10 months, we know that we must add 2 months as accrued expenses. You first add the 375 times 6, then you divide it by 10. Then you minus it because it decreased. There you minus it because it decreased. You times it by 2, and there is your income statement and your balance sheet. We add the 2 months, and in note number 9, accrued expenses. Number C is the percentage. And I know that sometimes when you see that that adjustment, you say, oh no, I cannot do this. Okay, I hope after today you will be 100% able to do this adjustment. Okay. We are back in Alma Traders, so we are back in the accounting period March 2015 until 28 February 2016. There was an increase in the rent amount, in the rent income. The percentage of the increase was mentioned. The rent income total was 55080. The rent includes the rent for March. Remember, March 2016 is there. So that means that it's 13 months. And if it's 13 months, we are going to subtract 1 month as this is income, not expenses, so deferred income or income received in advance. It always helps before you start doing the calculations to just tell yourself, this is the months, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to add, this is what I'm going to subtract. Okay. The rent amounts includes the rent. Take into account that the rent increased. So if this is your accounting period, if this is the 1st of March and this is the 28th of February, on the 1st of May, May is round and about there, the 1st of May 2015, and it was plus 7%. There was a plus 7% increase on that specific day. So what you do is you just count the months before the increase. You can see there I say what is the accounting period, what is the total amount that we received. We received it for 13 months. We must subtract 1 month as deferred income, that we already know, and we know the date of the increase and we know the 7%. This is very important to ask yourself the following questions. How many months before the increase and how many months after the increase? Okay, before the increase, it was March and April, so it was 2. If there's 2 months before the increase, it is 2x. That is before the increase. Plus, how many months after the increase? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, and March. Remember? And March. So that gives us 11. Okay. The 11 months is at 107% X. Okay, this is a mathematical calculation. The 2x is the same as 200% x. Okay, I only write the 2x. The 11 months after the increase, so there was 2 months there and 11 months there. Because remember that extra month, March 2016. Okay, that equals to 55080, the amount that was the amount for the rent income. 2x stayed 2x plus, now you say on your calculator, 107 divided by 100 gives you 1,07. Okay, so that is 11 months at 1,07x gives you 55080. Now you say on your calculator, 11 times 1.07. That's what you do. 11 times 1.107 gives you 11,77. 2x plus 11,77x gives you 55080 plus the 2 gives you 13,77x. Are you with me? That gives you 55080. So x gives you 55080 divided by 13,77. 13,77, and that gives you 4,000 Rand. The moment that you've got an amount that gives you a lot of sense, please, you are busy, you are wrong, you are busy calculating your months wrongly. Okay, this 4,000 Rand was per month before the 7% increase. How can I say that? Because I showed 2x. 2 months was before the increase. So that is 2x. Okay, now you just say, okay, 4,000 Rand must become more with 107%. So that gives you 4,000 times 107 divided by 100. And that gives you 4280 per month. 4280 per month after the increase. Okay, the question is, remember we must take away 1 month as deferred. That month is there. There's the month that we must take away. There was the increase. So of course the month that we are going to take away was after the increase. It was after the increase. So you're going to say in your, it's there on the top of the next page. If you look there, your rent income is 55080 minus the 4280 after the increase. And the 4280 goes to note number 9 as deferred income. Deferred income. I put the whole calculation there on top. There's all the x's, but as long as you just concentrate on this. This is how many months before the increase? 2. How many months after the increase? 11. This is your increase. 7% increase. 107 over 100. Then you just simplify, add to each other 1,07 times it by 11. And then you've got your 4,000 Rand before increase, but we need after the increase. So that's why we calculate it after the increase. Okay. There is activity 3. And if you were sitting in front of me in my class at this moment, I will ask you to do it by yourself. So I want you to try this. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you, but please, you must be able to do it yourself. Number 1, the accounting period. The 1st of July, 2014, 30th of June, 2015. Okay. There's our accounting period. The rent expense was only paid until the 31st of March. 31st of March 2015. March, April, May, June. There's 3 months missing. And if there's 3 months missing, it means that only 9 months was paid, and the 3 months must be added as accrued expenses. Okay, let's read. Rent was paid until the 31st, taking into account that the rent increased with 12% on the 1st of November 2014. How many months before the increase? July, August, September, October. 4. After the increase, November, December, January, February, March. 5. The total is 9. The total is 9 because we only paid until the 31st of March, April, May, and June. Until the end of the year is still payable. Okay. 4x before the increase plus 512% x. Okay, get used to this. How many months before the increase? 4. That gives you 4x. How many months after the increase? 5. 12%. That gives you 112 over 100. Because 12 plus the 100 gives you 112%. That equals to 120,960. 4x plus, if you say 112 divided by 100, you've got 1,12. That makes it a little bit easier. 1,12x equals to 120,960 times 5 on your calculator times 5, that gives you 5,6. 4x plus 5,6x, 120,960, 9,6x. Are you with me? So what is what is x? X equals to 120,960 divided by 9,6. That gives you 12,600 Rand per month. But X was before the increase. And we are looking for 3 months missing after the increase. So we must say 12,600 plus 12%. Or you can say 12,600 times, what did I do with the previous one? Oh, 112 over 100. That gives you a plus 12% because you times it by 112%. Times 112 divided by 100. That gives you 14112 per month after the increase. Times 3. Why? Because there's 3 months missing that we must add as accrued expenses. Times 3, and that gives you 42,336. Okay. Income statement. Income statement. Rent expense was too little. It was 120,960, but it was 3 months too little. So we add the 42,336. Balance sheet. Note number 9. Accrued expenses. Because of the 3 months that was not paid yet. Okay, that is the X sum. I've got it there. You can see there is the calculations, all the X things there, but I hope you understand it now. And there's your income statement where we add the 42,336, the 3 months. And there is your note number 9, accrued expenses. Okay, another one is example number D. So first in A we did where the amount per month increase. In B we did where the amount per month decrease. Number C is the increase percentage, and then example D is where your there's an increase somewhere in the period, but sorry, it's the first year agreement, and then there's an increase for the second year. So we are going to do this one quickly. Okay. We are back at Allmart Traders, so the 1st of March 2015 until the 28th of February 2016. They say the amount of the increase was mentioned together with certain months. The total for the rent expense is 19250. This one you didn't see often, but if you see it, don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid of it, just do it, okay? A block of offices has been rented since the 1st of November 2014. The 1st of November 2014 is not in our accounting period. The rental agreed upon was 16,800 for the first year. So it means until the 30th of October 2015, the rent is 16,800. And then from the 1st of November 2015, for the second year, the rent is 16,800 plus an increase of 15%. So if you say 16,800 times 115 divided by 100, that gives you 19320. So can you see that we are talking about years now? We don't talk about months. This was per annum in the first year, and in the second year, this is the amount per annum. So what we must do now is to see where our accounting period fit in. Okay, if this is our accounting period from the 1st of March 2015 until the 28th of February 2016, you will see that November, December, January, February of the first year. November, December, January, February. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, end of the first year. Now we are in the second year. November, December, January, February. If I talk about the first year, I talk about that period there. And if I talk about the second year, I talk about that period there. So the easiest thing to do is to divide the first amount, 16,800, by 12. So that gives you 16,800 divided by 12 gives you 1,400 Rand per month. And then you count. In our accounting period, from there to there, I don't talk about the rent agreements, because the rent agreements go on. I'm talking about our accounting period. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months in the first year of agreement. That first amount times 8, that gives us 11,200. Then you can say 19320 divided by 12. 19320 divided by 12. That will give you 1610. That is also the 1,400 plus 15%. And then we say per month, and that was only 4 months fall in our accounting period. So I want you to see that the rent agreement was from there to there, first year, and from there to there, but our accounting period is from there to there. So we must make sure that we've got 12 months that fall into our accounting period, and there's our 12 months. So 1610 times 4 gives us 6440. the total gives me 17640. So now you just compare this total to the amount that you've got. Remember, our amount was 19250 minus 17640 gives us 19250 minus 17640. That gives us 1610. What is the meaning of that? It means that there was 1 month paid in advance. Because this amount was bigger than the original amount that we calculated. So we must minus 1 month for prepaid expenses. There's your income statement where we minus the 1610. And remember, we don't know that we must minus 1610. If you go there, I do the steps again. I set the accounting period, then I set the total amount paid for rent. Then I say, how many months? For how many months did we pay? We don't know. Because we don't know. That is what we are going to calculate. And after the calculation, we saw that there was 1 month that was prepaid. So we minus the 1610 there for prepaid, and you show the 1610 there for prepaid. You show it there for prepaid. Okay, I'm sure that you're looking forward to do the last activity with me on the rent. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, we are back in Gauteng Limited, and our accounting period is the 1st of July 2014 until the 30th of June 2015. Okay, the rent income was 36120. How many months? We don't know. A building was being rented out since the 1st of January 2014. 1st of January 2014 was outside our year until 31st of December 2014. That agreement was 42,000 rand. That agreement. From the 1st of January 2015, that is the second year of rent income, it will be 42,000 plus 8% increase, and that gives us 42,000 times 108 divided by 100, and that gives us 45,360. It's not necessary to do the 8% here. You can, or it's not necessary. So there is our first year agreement amount. There's our second year agreement amount. The question is, where do our accounting period fit in? 1st of July 2014 until that one, 31st of December 2014. Okay, 42,000, step 1, 42,000 divided by 12 gives us 42,000 divided by 12 gives us 3,500 rand per month. For July, August, September, October, November, and December. 6 months. 3,500 times 6 gives you, times 6 gives you 21,000 rand. 21,000 rand. Then, from the 1st of January 2015 until, remember, not that date, that one there, our end of our accounting period, the 30th of June 2015, it gives us either 21,000 times 108% divided by 100. I took the 21,000, that gives you 22,680. No. Cancel. 3,500 was the original amount. 3,500 times 108 divided by 100. So that gives you 3,780 times 6. Or you can say that one divided by 12. I think it must give you the same answer. 360 divided by 12. Sorry. 45360 divided by 12 gives you 3780. Okay? Times 6, that gives you 22,680. Total plus 21,000. 43,680. That is the amount for rent income for the year. Okay, but we only received 36120. So 43680, that is the amount that you're going to show in your income statement, minus 36120. Minus 36120 gives you 7560. 7560. You are going to subtract. It was no. We are going to add. We are going to add, because remember our amount was less than the amount that it should be. So we are going to add it as accrued income. We didn't receive it yet. And now I can ask you, how many months was that? And you divide it by 3780 divided by 3780, and that gives you 2 months. So it was 2 months accrued income not received yet. So the income statement will be rent income. 36120, we must make it more so that the answer is 43680. Remember, that amount is your total. That amount must be there. And then we say in the balance sheet, and we say note number 5, accrued income. Accrued income, 7560. 7560. And there is activity number 4. Okay, that was where I want to explain it to you. I've got 2 activities here, or 2 previous accounting papers. It was in, the first one was September 2017. I just want us to quickly do the 2 adjustments, because it's really now it's not supposed to be difficult. So please work with me there. Number 1, your accounting period. This was question 3 of September 2017. That was last year. Wongaletu Limited. The question was the income statement and the trade and other receivables. So that is note number 5. And I only show the insurance and the rent income. Okay, your accounting period. This is the end of the year. This is the end of the year. So your accounting period is from the 1st of July 2016 until the 30th of June 2017. This is your accounting period. Insurance, adjustment number H. Insurance premiums were paid until the 31st of May. 31st of May 2017. And you see that you short 1 month as accrued income. You short 1 month as accrued income. Take into account that the premium was decreased by $250 per month from the 1st of February. So the decrease was 250 per month, and it was for February, March, April and May. So it was 250 times 4, that gives you 1,000 rand. Because it decreased, we must add it back before we can divide. So that gives us 21,000 rand plus the 1,000 rand. That gives us 22,000. If 1 month is short for accrued income, then we divide it by 11. 22,000 divided by 11 gives you 2,000 rand per month. There was a decrease of 250, so you minus the 250 and that gives you 1750. 1750. So in your income statement, insurance will be bracket 21,000 plus 1750. And that gives us 22,750. The insurance, the accrued income will be in the debtor's note. It will be in the debtor's note. So it will give us, because they asked the note for receivables. Can I just show you there? They asked you the note for receivables. So in note number 5, accrued income 1750. Just want to show you the memo quickly. So in your income statement, there is your insurance. 21,000 plus 1750. Please don't minus it. Because we need 1 month. That gives you 22,750. And in your trade and other receivables, accrued in, oh, sorry, this was not accrued income. Oh, expenses. Because we're busy with insurance, not rent income. And accrued expense is in note number 9. Note number 9, and note number 9 was not asked. Only note number 5 was asked. So that is all on insurance. Let's go to the rent income. The rent income included the rent for July. July 2017. So that gives us 13 months. And we are going to minus 1 month as deferred. Am I correct now? We received too much. Deferred income. 1 month as deferred income. Okay. There was an increase of 10% from the 1st of December. Count with me. The months before the increase. July, August, September, October, November. July, August, September, October, November. Then there was an increase for December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. That extra month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x. 5x plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You remember the 13 months? 8. 110% x. Because it was an increase by 10%. Gives us 414. 5x plus 8. 1,1x. Where did I get 1,1? 110 divided by 100 gives you 1,1. Equals to 414,000. 5x plus times 8. 8,8x gives you 414,000. And then 13,8x equals to 414,000, and then x equals to 414,000 divided by 13.8, and that gives us 30,000 Rand per month. Before the increase, plus a 10% increase, and that gives us 33,000 Rand that we must minus for deferred income. So in your income statement, the rent income will be 414,000 minus the 33,000. There's your rent income. You minus the 33,000. And the deferred income is also in note number 9. So that's why we don't show it in the note that they ask us to do. So in note number 9, there's deferred income because we received in advance 33,000 Rand. 33,000 Rand. Okay. I put this one in for you just to show you all the things that they can ask you. That was February, March 2016. February, March 2016. And listen to this one. Our accounting period. If it ends on the 31st of December, it starts on the 1st of January 2015 until the 31st of December 2015. There's your accounting period. Adjustment number H. There was no change in the monthly rent during the financial year. So everything that I did with you today was not applicable in this adjustment. The tenant paid 6,000 Rand for rent for repairs to the premises. As Musica Limited is responsible for all repairs, the tenant deducted this amount from the rent which he paid in November. Okay, there's repairs and maintenance with a total of 107,500. There's your rent income with a total of 87,720. Okay. Which he deducted from the rent of November. The repairs have not been recorded and the rent for December has not yet been received yet. So that 1 month, December, is accrued income. It's accrued income. But you cannot divide that amount by 11 because there was 6,000 Rand that he paid out of his pocket for the rent of 6,000 Rand, and he deduct it from his rent for November. So the first thing that you must do is you must add 6,000 Rand to your rent and 6,000 Rand to your repairs. Think about it. He paid 6,000 Rand out of his personal bank account. The learners asked me, but what about the bank? What must we do with the bank? No, nothing, because it was not the bank of the business. It was the tenant's bank account. So he paid the 6,000 out of his bank account, and he basically paid for November a certain amount without the 6,000. So the moment that you add the 6,000, 87720 plus 6,000, now you've got 93720. Now you can say divided by 11. Divided by 11, that gives you 8520. That gives you 8520. So now you can see that the 1 month that you're going to add is 8520, because they mentioned that there was nothing there was no increase or decrease. So there is your rent income. Look at the rent income there. You first add the 6,000, then you divide it by 11. That gives you 8520, and then you add the 8520 there, and you add the 8520 in your note. It is also note number 5 for accrued income, 8520. 8520. Okay, that is enough on the rent. I just want to show you one loan. So let's quickly go there. Okay, it was Predona. We did Predona last week. Don't worry about all the other adjustments. We did the share capital last week. You will remember that we correct the profit, we correct the net profit. I only want you to concentrate on E. It's only E. It's the loan, only the loan adjustment that I want to show you. Okay. This is Predona. We did a lot of Predona last week, Predona, or in the previous lesson. I just want to show you E. Please concentrate, because I know sometimes these loans can be so challenging. Okay. In your list of balances, the loans show a mortgage loan from Custom Bank 262,200. Just want to write that down. 262,200. Our accounting period is from the 1st of July 2014 until the 30th of June 2015. The mortgage loan was obtained on the 1st of April 2014. That was before our year started. This will be repaid over 6 years. The fixed loan repayment is made at the end of each month. This is important. The date that we obtain the loan is very important. And then we are going to pay at the end of each month. So you're going to pay back the loan monthly. Okay, the first thing that you must know is how many months are there in 6 years? How many months are there in 6 years? 6 years times 12 months gives you 72 months. So we are going to pay this loan over 72 months. The first payment was made on the 30th of April. So the 30th of April 2014. Then end of May 2014. Then end of June 2014, and we can go on and on and on. So they say that we paid, they say all other loan repayments have been made. So it means that we go on until the 30th of April 2015 is another payment. So from there to there, we paid 12 months, 12 installments. Okay? Then on the 30th of April, on the 31st of May 2015, and on that day, can you see the end of our accounting period? The 30th of June 2015. So it read, we obtained the loan on the 1st of April 2014. We are going to pay it back over 6 years. That gives us 72 months. We already paid April 2014 until the 1st of April 2015. That was 12 months. And then they say all other loan repayments have been made. So we also pay for April, May, June 2015. So that gives us in total 15 months already paid. Okay, now you say 72 minus 15. How many months is left? 72 minus 15 gives you 57. So 57 months equals to 262,200. That's as easy as that. So you say 262 divided by 57 months gives you 4,600 Rand per month. What are we busy doing? What do they want us to calculate? They want us to calculate the short-term loan for the next year. They want us to calculate the short-term loan for the next year. Number 1, 72 months. Number 2, 15 months was already paid. So there's 57 months left. That gives you 4,600 Rand per month times 12 months, because remember, they want us to calculate the amount that is payable within the next year for a short-term loan. So if I go to the memo for Predona, you can see that your loan for Custom Bank is 262,200 minus 55,200. And there is your short-term loan or your current portion of loan, 55,200. So that was the loan one that I want to show you. Thank you very much. You can now do the whole of Predona if you want to do the balance sheet for Predona. You've got all the adjustments from last week. We did a few of them. But thank you very much for listening to me. I really hope that you understand the increase and the decrease amounts, percentages of insurance and rent, and also this one adjustment on loans. In the next lesson, I'm going to do an income statement with another adjustment on the loan, and I will show you that one next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.